Yo, we're live. What's up, comic fans? And we are here to talk about the boys, maybe talk a little bit about some comics, mostly about the boys. I just finished watching the finale. Nick over here seen the finale. Nick's got some hot takes. So, you want to get into it?
So first of all, yeah, it was good. Uh, I liked the season overall. I just thought it kind of ended weak. It was like a Channel 11 wrap up, right? Where like the big bad's done and they just put him away. Like, but I like the background. You want a little Captain America heavy for Soldier Boy?
I did. Got the cap. We got the cap background going. Yeah, I thought overall it was good. Maybe not the strongest season. It felt a little, I don't know. It felt weird, right? It felt like shock for shock's sake, but it wasn't as shocking as the other seasons. Like nothing they can do on the boys now surprises me. So
I just feel like they went and get like I thought the I just thought they like wrapped it up like too neatly.
it was all really neat, right? I mean, I guess we're talking about it. So if you came here, you're gonna get some spoilers. But man, I mean, the whole season was about one mission, right? And that was to
Whatever it takes.
whatever it takes. And then it got to that point, and they were like, "Nah."
Yeah. I mean, this is also me. Our boy Cuz, everyone straight up said you would want Soldier Boy to like make it out okay.
But
I
I
like the
mean,
scumbags. Like, I don't know.
he was a good character, though. I do like Soldier Boy, and right, it's
Like,
I mean, they don't even really wrap it up where like they find the body or anything like that, right? So Soldier Boy,
I just hope he's not done. I hope I hope he's just on ice and they break him out like
I
in
mean,
a
yeah,
case
I
of
mean,
emergency.
I said they didn't find the body. Obviously, they found the body. He's in a tube by the end of it, but yeah, like he's not. They can definitely break him out of cold storage if needed. Um, the other things that obviously now they have to deal with the whole vice president being
That I liked.
soup. That was interesting. That was an interesting take.
Because when you were watching it, right, you were like, why are you drowning this guy?
Right.
And then at the end, it clicked.
hmm
That I thought was good to show like I thought they went a little overboard with the toxic masculinity, just with like I guess not really with Yui because Yui was gonna die. He trusts her and he like does that. That's like
Right.
that they did too much with like the father figures. They kind of like all three of them had crap fathers, right? Like Homelander had the doctor who experiments on him. Soldier Boy is called the disappointment after storming Normandy because he cheated.
Right.
Spoiler alert. And Butcher got abused. So remember, like Soldier Boy says, if I had a kid, I'd be different. And what does he do? He says, like, you're a disappointment.
He does the
There's that.
same thing.
In the end, Homelander and Butcher overcome it because they get Ryan out.
Right.
It was just like so neat and clean. Like I wanted the scorched earth fight.
That's the only thing we really were missing was that scorched earth fight. I mean,
The May
it was,
fight was good because Homelander could scrap.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Maeve looked like she had her moment. She had her moment of shine there, and it was a nice moment to see for that character. And there was like a moment where you're like, oh, she's dead. Like they
Well,
killed her, and then
I
nope.
mean, that was like she goes, "I'm not a hero," and then it zooms in on her, and I was like, "Watch Lex." But like that wasn't to me that wasn't bad because that was like they really developed like she's very apathetic and then out for herself with so
Right.
that was good. Like my favorite part before we get into like one like I just love like Soldier Boy's like a 90-year-old, like how a 90-year-old would be like, "Don't be a pussy." Like
right. Right. He's very much from that that early generation that's all about hard work, knuckling up.
I did like that he was like he was happy that gay people were out in the open. He was like, nice. Like, when he's like walking around, he's more like with the baby maker. And I love the Cosby, the that's America's dad. And you always like, but it's like he's been frozen for 40. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't
He
know
goes,
what's going
used to make really strong drinks. And he was like, that was, I thought they utilized him fighting.
Yeah, he was a good fighter. Speaking of drinks, though, before we keep going, what you drinking?
I just got a vodka soda. Like, it's been
there you go.
A rough month of June.
Gotcha. I am currently also drinking a vodka soda. It is a High Noon.
Oh, nice. Those are good.
Watermelon. Made with real juice.
Did you get the tropical pack?
Honestly, I don't know. Had a barbecue yesterday and just bought a pack.
They're good. They're refreshing, right?
Yeah. So let's get back into the boys. Here's some things that I took away from it, right? Maeve at the end is like, oh, I'm gonna live a life as a normie. But all she really needs is another dose of compound V, and she's back to being Maeve, So I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to be a hero anymore. But we saw it during the season, right? When what's the girl with the claws? What's her name again? Amiko. Right, when she loses her powers, right? They just inject her with some more compound V, and she's back to being normal, or back to being a soup. So I don't see why Maeve also doesn't get that choice or option later on, even though now she's technically dead, right? According to the world in the boys, right? Because at the end they do the whole news report, Maeve, the whole in memory of, and then you even see the video of her getting picked up, her body getting picked up later, that gets erased. So we'll see what I guess what I'm trying to get at the point is, we'll see what they have planned for the future in season 4 for Maeve, whether she's forced back into action and becomes one of the boys, or she's done.
I don't know where they go, because like another spoiler, like Noir's dead too. That was so anticlimactic. They could have had like him standing up, like that was so anticlimactic.
They took him out like a wuss. Like
not even I didn't even need to fight with Soldier Boy, but at least let him like stand up to Soldier Boy, but it was just like, that was weak.
Yeah, Black Noir's ending could have been a lot better. Also, like, considering their history and stuff, right? Black Noir was kind of like the one of the only characters that Homelander was, in some ways, I wouldn't say afraid of, but was very weary of. He says something along the lines of, he's the only guy who's worth being, part of my family or whatever. But he was the one guy who was like sneaky enough or tricky enough to, possibly hurt Homelander or Soldier Boy in some way. I did enjoy the cartoonish nature of how his mind worked. That was pretty interesting.
Well, the thing with Homelander is why he does that, because like they're going like full Donald Trump with Homelander. Like, what does he do right when he takes over? He gets rid of anyone who said anything bad about him. There's all sycophants that are afraid of him and yes people. Noir, like, the only thing is he didn't tell him, right? Like, he wasn't loyal to him. And like, when he killed that guy, like when he does the I believe Starlight dude.
Yeah.
And you look at like the MM's stepdad, like that guy Todd, I think his name is, and there's a second where he's gonna wake up.
Oh yeah.
And he cheers, and that's like a quote from Trump, where Trump's like, "I can shoot somebody in the face and they'll still like love me."
Right. And the guy was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. So they're gonna go full with. I like that, and I think with the government being in it too, like they set up season 4 great. Like, I'm all for that, because again, our government's, whether you're freaking red or blue, our government's a cesspool. Like, I don't care what you say, who here disagrees with me. It's all of it. It's a mess. Right. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I think the show does that really good.
Right.
Like when we talked about it, when we did, if you look at Cocktails and Comics, by the way, we'll relink that. We talked about how like the comic was like taboo because like they were just having orgies. That was like the whole like, right? This isn't like that because it's not taboo like it was, 15, 20 years ago. This is like the game is rigged with these evil corp. That's like what is like relevant to us. So that's what they're like satirizing.
Right. Yeah. What they choose, the shock and awe of this series has changed from what it originally was
Yes.
to what they do now.
Like the comic's very dated. Like when I read it, I was like, I felt like it was like the early seasons of South Park. Like I watched an interview where they were like, the first couple of seasons, like it was just like Hartman said dildo.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're not even gonna, you probably won't get demonetized on YouTube for saying that now. Like,
right.
So that's why South Park got more like ridiculous as the years went on.
Right. Well, yeah, because everything's gotten more ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, 20 years ago, we were like, it was frumpy soccer moms protesting Britney Spears because she showed a little skin.
Right.
Like, watch Euphoria now. Like, it's just, we've just changed. That's a discussion for a different day.
Yeah. Or watch the Hero-gasm episode of The Boys.
Oh, that was great with the dude's dick. And he's like, I'm going to watch. Like, and then, that was still tame. They didn't go nuts like they said.
Yeah,
they didn't. Like they could have done with Soldier Boy. Speaking of orgasm, like the shell shock or PTSD, or like what they called shell shock back then. They could have totally explored that. You know, like it was really like he was really a device, in my opinion, like a device at the end to just show Homelander and Butcher. Right. Where they like put aside the scorched earth to like be better for Ryan. Like even like that's the one redeeming quality about Homelander is he does care about Ryan and doesn't want Ryan to be like grow up in a test tube like he did, or in a like be a lab rat.
Yeah, and he also just in some ways he just wanted a father, right? He just wants a family. That's it. He's looking for a family, and I guess he hopes to find that in Soldier Boy, and then Soldier Boy just goes off on him. Actually, I had to move to South Park Avenue.
That's great.
That's funny.
But overall, dude, I like the season. I just thought it ended like on a weak note.
I get what you're saying too. I think it was really well done. Episode 1 gets us back introduced to everything, and 2, and then around 3 and 4 we get introduced to the temporary Compound V, or was it the end of episode 2 where Homelander gives
2 or 3, I forget.
Yeah, and that sets us off on a whole another level, right? Because now Butcher has that power that he was missing before, and he ends up getting that same power that Homelander has. Like they are now officially equals. Oh man, and that set us off on a really good trajectory. That that, as you were mentioning, was going to lead us to a really good finale, right? Like you just have the Butcher Homelander fight.
Scorched earth, one shall stand, one shall fall, 2 men enter. Pick your cliche. I was ready for it.
And then they introduce, we get Soldier Boy, whose power allows him to basically steal, or not even steal, just take away the suit power, and oh man, and then we get the whole. He's the father of Homelander, and then Ryan gets reintroduced, and then things just start to go into the. I don't want to say toilet because it wasn't toilet. Like we do care for Homelander at the end, but this felt more of like a half a season than a whole season, right? Like I don't think we got the we didn't get that moment. We didn't get we didn't get closure as an audience. We didn't get closure because we didn't get what we wanted, basically. We got Vince McMahon from WWE Attitude Era, where he just kept taking away everything the audience wanted. You know?
I don't get that reference. I wasn't a big wrestling guy, but I just felt like once like Herogasm happened, like it was just like a rush. They had too many things open.
Right. Rush to get to the end. It's like you ever watch Spider-Man 3, the original one with Tobey Maguire?
Ugh.
Where like
Yeah.
by that episode they had the Venom and the Goblin, and they're just introducing too many characters into a movie, and they just couldn't wrap it up in time. Like there was
I
no way
mean,
without making like a 4-hour movie that you can cover all the bases.
the '90s cartoon did the black suit saga. All he had to do was just get more violent with one. Like it was so bad. The dancing, I can't. It literally made me skeptical of seeing like. Did Batman Begins come out before or after Spider-Man 3?
Batman Begins, it was after, I'm pretty sure.
Like I was skeptical going to see Batman Begins from that movie. That movie like scarred me.
Yeah, but I think actually that movie ended up like restoring faith in superhero films. Man, the Batman trilogy. You know, Batman's the only DC movie that people like give critical acclaim to. Other than that,
I thought the
Justice
Suicide
League,
Squad got like a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. It just didn't have a big release.
yeah,
The
it
Suicide Squad was the bomb. I will take that and the boys, all that anti-hero stuff. I really like the scumbags.
Have you watched Peacemaker? Obviously, we've talked about it. Yeah, no,
That's like the
that's another
boys
good one.
too. That's like, but there is no. I feel like without the Suicide Squad, like the boys like helped make that happen.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, shows like The Boys and movies like Suicide Squad are just going to help us get more of those anti-hero,
Thunderbolts.
right?
Thunderbolts.
Marvel's. This is one of the places where Marvel is kind of slacking, right, with their anti-heroes. I mean, yeah, I mean this is the part. This is where other companies can say we have bested Marvel. We have the better anti-hero.
One, let's talk about why when you keep it for little kids, and it's all like bad guys that don't like bleed. Like you make it PG-13 and make it as like widespread as possible. Like I think they're so like formulaic now though. Like I can't like.
Did you see the last Doctor Strange film in
No,
theaters?
I
Okay.
haven't watched Eternals or that
So
or
here's
Spider-Man. I haven't seen yet.
so Into the Multiverse is on Disney Plus now. It came out a little bit earlier than it normally does. I saw both versions. I saw it in the theater and I watched it on Disney Plus. There is a scene where Captain America's shield, or the shield, chops one universe's. And I'm trying not to spoil it. Chops them in half with the shield. In the movie theater, like you still don't see them get cut in half, or you don't see the shield go through them, but you see blood splatter. Then when you watch it on Disney Plus, there's no blood splatter. Like there's just a pause, the camera's like off the screen, and then you see like the person like just slump on the floor like dead, and they don't even show you like the bottom half or anything. You just see the head. But they totally cut out the blood splatter when it went to Disney Plus, and I was like,
I feel like
hmm.
I would watch the What If series next. I heard those got like weird and dark.
The What If in some loose ways do tie into the Doctor Strange series, Multiverse of Madness.
But like, dude, like, but back to the boys, man. Like, I will say, like, Maven Homelander could fight because you think like you don't really see Homelander fight until like Herogasm in episode 8.
Right. Yeah, he could throw down. I mean, he probably just doesn't always want to, right? So he just uses his eyes and lasers and his just raw strength. I mean, he took Noir out in like a second. I mean, I would have liked to have seen him like fight with Noir a little bit, just
something like it was just
give him
so
a
like.
chance.
Excuse me, can't get over this lingering cough from COVID.
He just literally just
not so anticlimactic.
Yeah, and he's like, he should have told. They turned it more into a comedy moment, right? As he walks away, he's like, "You should have told me." It's like
the good thing I will say, one of the cool moments when he tells off the Deep and A-Train, and then she goes, "Take your wig off," because she's always, and you think it's not a line. She's like bald from the stress.
Yeah, she goes, "What? But I I want to say that like Homelander. I mean, Homelander is the ultimate dick, right? Um, Same thing with Soldier Boy. They're both really horrible people. Um, I think now though, I think the next season's going to probably be focused on again stopping Homelander, but also like keeping Soups out of the government. You
I
know,
think I think they're gonna take a break with Homelander, and I feel like
you think he's
what
going to
they'll
go?
do is they'll do the vice president next season,
You think
and
Homelander's
then
going to
they're gonna
go
go after Homelander to get Ryan back, and then
go
that should be it. Like
just end it
the
there?
whole seven's gone.
I mean, basically, you've got the Deep, and you've got A
He's
Train.
gonna get fat. He's gonna do a fat Thor thing because he's like crushing Doritos.
Oh my god, yeah, he was stress eating so bad.
But like they show you that for a reason, and then his wife like so he's gonna.
Oh, because yeah, she's getting interviewed because she did like the tell all book about how bad it was to like live with him.
So
I wonder if that's a playoff of no, it's probably not. But I was gonna say when Katie Holmes was married to
yeah,
Tom
it's
Cruise,
Scientology. That whole thing is
Scientology.
Scientology.
The funny thing is like she was the one who was like the driving force behind everything he did. And then she just couldn't sleep with a sorry guys, she couldn't sleep with an octopus, a mollusk. And then she decided to do a tell all book.
But you know what? She's down. If she thinks it's another girl, she's down.
She was interested until she saw tentacles.
She's like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
She's like she wants to like please you.
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah, and that's. I mean, if you're watching this, catching this on the replay, that's if you haven't seen The Boys, that's what you're getting, right? You're getting tentacle porn. You're getting people's intestines just falling out of their stomach. You're getting people's eyes knocked out. Did you watch the animated series? I think a lot of people did, just in prep for this season of The Boys. That was pretty crazy too. Really cool. They did different animation styles too, right? So you had a little bit of like American animation, you had like anime or
Looney Tunes style, like the
right.
first ones.
You had Looney Tunes style animation. So yeah, it was definitely worth a watch.
It's a good show, dude. Like Seth Rogen, like I gotta give it to him. Like he's producing like all these cool like comics. Like my biggest thing is I hope the boy like well done like more like TV shows and movies come out about like the answer like the different indie stuff more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the direction that things are going. Let's talk about. I guess let's just talk about the characters in general. Like, who is your favorite in this season of The Boys?
Homelander's my boy. I love
Homelander.
him.
Yeah, I saw him at the last New York Comic Con. He was there. There is a rumor that he's very close in real life to his the Homelander. What's his real name?
Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr. Yeah, there's a
Wait,
rumor.
he's like a racist in real life?
No, just he's a little bit of a douche.
I don't care if he plays the Homelander well. I don't care what you do, as long as you're a good actor,
right? Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Huey. I think in some ways, right? I think in a lot of ways, right? The Boys is kind of. I don't want to say he's the star of it, but it's kind of revolves around Jack Quaid's character of Huey. Like, I mean, for all the Butcher is a great character. He's very singular or one note, right? He's got a mission, and he didn't complete the mission.
Well, he that's not true. He saved Yui. Like you think he's not gonna like lie to Yui.
Right. Well, he never tells Huey why he can't, but yes, he does save him. He doesn't have him continue on. But Huey, you can
Because
see the struggle within Huey. Within Butcher, you don't always get the struggle. You just get that quick, all right, this hit my conscience now, or I've had time to think about it. Huey's like your typical, not Huey. Butcher's like your typical machismo. I gotta be a man's man. I can't tell you my feelings.
that's why Soldier Boy says, like, because he goes to Soldier Boy and he goes, blood don't mean shit. You didn't raise him. So he's going to kill Ryan. And he's like, what? Blood means something now?
Now, yeah. That was a good moment. That was a good moment. Soldier Boy doesn't give a shit. Well, and the thing is, right? You think he suffers for some kind of like PTSD or something like that, but there's the one scene where he shoots the father, the priest, and you're like, oh shit, and you're thinking like that's it, like he's snapped or whatever, and he just knows that I'm losing lost my who the villain is, Mind something or whatever it was.
The telepath.
The telepath. And he's like, no, he's like, that guy is, he's got
and
he's
he's like, he's gonna take over them. They're gonna like,
yeah, and he's like, and he totally got it right. You're like, oh shit, he snapped. And it's like, no, he didn't snap. He actually knew how this guy worked.
it's the Russian music that gives it. No, he does have it, because when the Russian music comes on, he freaked. That's what makes him like.
That's true too.
They made him like a cross between Captain America and Winter Soldier.
So yeah, that's the other thing, right? We should touch on, I guess. It's like each character is pretty much a representation or a satire of a real character, right? So like Soldier Boy is Captain America, Homelander's like Superman, right? Just the opposite of Superman.
Yes.
Black Noir is kind of a mix, right, of like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, but
He's
also Batman, right? But he's got the Snake Eye thing in terms of like he doesn't talk.
The
look is very much, and he's also like Batman. He's just smart, though he wasn't as smart as Batman. Batman wouldn't get punched in the gut.
Like Homelander, Superman, the Flash is A-Train. By the way, they did that Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial. They made fun of that so good. That's what I love about the show. Like, obviously, like, they leaned into like the whole Trump stuff, but they made fun of like companies pretending to be woke so good.
They definitely like
pretending to care.
They're very very smart in the way they approach the show, right? Because on one hand, somebody who just watches it without any context would be like, what is this? It's just blood and guts and gore. And it's just spectacle for spectacle's sake. There's no real substance to it. But when you actually sit down and watch the show, you can see that underneath all these ridiculous incidents that occur on the show, there actually is substance. There is a message that you can take away from it. You just have to be there for it. Yeah.
I just feel this season they went really heavy on like toxic masculinity as a theme. Because like in the beginning, you see Yui can't open the jar and she can, and like it was like a whole theme of like that. That's really what Soldier Boy was. That's what annoys me more. Like I wanted more of him fighting than just. I felt like he was just a plot device for Butcher to like not, and Homelander to Butcher more to not go through with that.
And I feel like the scenes where you did actually have Soldier Boy, fighting or doing something, they actually worked out really well. They were pretty cool scenes.
So I hope he comes back.
Yeah. Before we move on, just finished. Maeve was Wonder Woman, right? The Deep is Aquaman.
Who's Starlight? That's confusing. She just Starfire?
Yeah, I don't know who Starlight is. Maybe Dagger from Cloak and Dagger. I don't know.
I mean,
that's I don't know why you would pick that character, but yeah, unless she's based more on a villain, because everything is kind of a mirror image or something, or the inverse. So
The Deep is Aquaman.
right.
Kimiko's Wolverine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Payback is the Avengers. Like you have the guy Eagle is Hawkeye.
Right.
The Mind Twins, I guess, are the Wonder Twins. The Telepath is Xavier.
Right.
Captain America's and Scarlet Witch is Crimson Countess.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody, right? On the show.
It got renewed for a 4th season, right? It has to.
Yeah.
Like this show's like a bona fide hit, no?
Oh, it's yeah. This is it's hit like legendary TV status.
Like it's appointment television. It's like every Friday, like every Thursday night. That thing got, by the way, spoiler alert, guys, it uploads like Thursday at 8, not Friday.
Mm.
Even Lex got into it. Like Lex really got into the boys. That's how you know.
And I think that has something to say that about it. That like we were saying, like even though it's a superhero show, it definitely touches on social issues and even pop culture issues more than a lot of these other shows. It's very tongue in cheek. I think it knows what
there's
it's
no
doing.
agenda.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
makes
what I
fun of
like.
itself in some ways too, right? It's not afraid to laugh at
Well,
itself.
no, what I mean is a lot of shows are just like left leaning and alienate people to the right. This wasn't. This show's like both. Like everything's like full of shit.
It's like left,
language.
yeah, left, right, middle, whatever. We don't care. We're gonna make fun of whatever and have a good time doing it, but have a message too. In some ways.
But I can't wait. He's going full Trump. I can't wait, dude. He literally kills someone and they cheer for him, and he's like,
I mean, he already pretty much did. Did you see the character, the legend? Paul Reiser plays him.
Stan Lee, yeah.
Yeah, that's Stan Lee. So, and I mean, they didn't even glorify or tiptoe on that. They just made
home run.
Made a Stan Lee watching the Yankee game.
Yeah, it's on in mute. I'm still the replay. I'm present. I'm here. I'm telling my truth. Laying down comfy.
All right. Yeah, other than that, speaking of favorite characters, I do like Butcher. I think Butcher's a good character. I liked Soldier Boy. I didn't think Soldier Boy was I like Soldier Boy a lot more than, like, let's say guys like the Deep or the only thing I was sad about, right, with this series, as we talk about everything, is I'm sad that Black Noir just went out like a.
Yeah, dude, it was so anticlimactic.
Like they could have done so much more, and he was a big part of this season, right? Like they tell the story of how Black Noir was part of the conspiracy to get Soldier Boy to the Soviets to lock him up, and that's part of the reason why Black Noir is so quiet and wears the helmet.
Brain damaged.
Yeah, he got punched in the head so hard his brains came out.
Because again, he had, like, when you see it, you think it's from an explosion,
but
you see like it, and then you see the shield when he.
Yeah.
I wish they would have touched more on how they hated him in Payback than that one scene with the cartoon.
Right.
Like they totally didn't flesh that out. Like he really was just like the ultimate toxic for like Yui and Butcher. Because that's why they were all sticking it. Like that's another thing. Like Yui too goes through it. I mean, personally, dude, it's a freaking jar. Like open it, kiss.
Yeah, and I like you said, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more flashback.
That's why I hope he's not done. I hope they really they make a deal with him or something. Like I hope, like it's like Channel 11. It's like all those like Buffy shows. It's like the big bad, then the big bad's not.
Like a CW show or WB show.
Yeah, I liked Buffy. but like it'd be the big bad. Then the big bad's done.
Right.
Personally, like when Buffy went to college, that show got so stupid that there was like in Sunnydale College that there never was a Sunnydale College. There's a secret military unit like studying demons where the Slayer. Like no, that was it. I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't. And I'm going to say this, everybody. Faith was so much hotter than Buffy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue.
I'm a little buzzed, so yes. I was like, I want to hang out with Faith.
Yeah. I can't argue that. Besides that, we do have confirmation though that Stan Edgar is another douchebag, right?
Dude, he's so good, man. I would love to meet that guy. He's such a good actor.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yo, he said he was interviewed. I watched like some interview on YouTube, and he was like, like I'm in an airport bathroom, and some ladies like got scared because she saw Gus from Breaking Bad, and like me, I was like, please go to the bathroom first, sir.
Yeah, he was really good on Breaking Bad. Have you ever seen Better Call Saul?
No, it's on my list.
He's on Better Call Saul as well, and
I heard they flesh out, but he's ruthless.
He's so good.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's still part of the. He's still there.
Are they going to bring him back? I'm saying.
On Season The Boys? 4. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not confirmed, but I can't imagine they won't. He was part of the plan to, to Soldier Boy. He was part of the plan to end Soldier Boy, or get Soldier Boy captured by the Soviets. And 2, he's part of they're plotting to, cut Homelander down a peg. So,
well, I mean, the thing that's going to happen, I think it's going to be good to bring him back. And now Homelander could do whatever he wants because he has like a riled up radical base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, now Homelander he's played to the audience, right? Like he's playing to his base. And he
knows now he could do whatever he wants. He could kill people. They don't care.
He realizes that his base gives him more power than his actual powers do.
Which is what Stormfront kind of told him.
Right. Wow. And that was another thing. Stormfront was in this season for like an episode and a half or whatever before she was like, I'm out.
Oh, one other thing. They totally did not play on that Fight Club moment with Homelander. I want that. I want more of that. Where he's talking to himself in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like Gollum and Smeagol, where it's like, I got us through this, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. They kind of abandoned it, right? It was very early in the season, and by the end of the season,
No, I think it was Herogasm. It was after he gets like, because there's a moment where he like bleeds, and he's like God, so it's like God bleeds, and he's like freaked out.
Oh, that's right. Because then, well, yeah, they didn't really come back to that moment, but they do touch upon it when Maeve makes him bleed during their fight, and she kind of smiles, and you can see like he's like, what the hell?
Well, then he gets serious. That's
after she makes him bleed, she's like, that's it.
Yeah. When they went slow motion, I literally went to like Lex is a little. I think she has like a stomach thing, like she's upstairs, or I would have had her for this because she watched it.
Okay.
And it'd be cool to not get like a comic nerd, like a rookie kind of perspective. Yeah. But like I told her, I was like, when it went to slow motion, and I was like, she's gonna be the hero, Lex, because she said like, I'm not a hero, sorry. And I was like, oh. It was like good for not like. I think if there was the Scorched Earth or more of that, and then Homelander kills more, then it's like a show that doesn't. Like Game of Thrones was like that you didn't get like the Night King fight versus Jon Snow. Like that's cliche. That's like what we expect. It's like they didn't do that with Noir, but they did it with like, I don't even want to say girl power because it's like you did the right thing. Like he's like, I could die or I could literally just boost you.
Right.
When Maeve does it, which is like to the theme that we're going to beat to death, like the toxic masculinity part of it.
Yeah, I mean that was an interesting moment, right? And that's why I kind of liked Huey is when he has that moment where he can just take the compound V, which is kind of the easy way out, right? It just give him his powers, and I mean all he was probably going to do was teleport into the room and then teleport her out. And I think he has a moment where he's like,
I'm good.
I can let her fight
I
this
don't need to save her.
right, and he's just like, I'm a booster powers though, right? He turns the lights on in the studio. And then he's like, you can do this. Like he actually had faith in her, which is the thing that he's
Sorry, guys. I can't get rid of this cough from COVID.
but that's yeah. The COVID cough is real. It is real. I will.
Can we also just give a moment to Frenchie for demanding medical? I was like, yeah, Frenchie. Then when we get medical.
Paid, oh, is it paid overtime in medical?
Yeah, they work for the CIA. Like, what the
Yeah.
but you see, Grace is like, another point. Like, Grace is like crying because Grace loses Ryan. And it also shows like it's a good way to show how Butcher was so destructive because he
Right.
wants nothing to do with Butcher. He's like, Ryan, please come, and he goes with Homelander.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there was that one moment where he just brushes off the kid, primarily because he thinks he's gonna die anyway, and he doesn't want to get too attached.
Well,
But
he's just trying to protect like Ryan. That's before he knew the V could kill him.
yeah,
And then he's also going through something where he like knows he killed Becca, and he's like mourning his wife at the same time.
mm-hmm. He had some issues.
I think they'll flesh that out when he goes after Ryan. Like that'll like because the thing Ryan smiles when Homelander kills him, so you don't know if Ryan's gonna go full nuts,
Right.
or if there's gonna be like moments where Ryan's like, "What are you doing, Daddy?"
some daddy issues. And then I guess like the last character is a minor character, but deserves some conversation. Well, there's actually I guess two, right? We got the senator, Victoria, who's the mind, the mind blower upper, which we briefly touched about. That's definitely probably going to be that character's probably definitely going to be a part of next season.
She's the big bad.
Yeah, well, because Butcher shows up right at the end of this season. It's like that one has to go. So it seems like the hunt is on for that one, and then the other one is Ashley, right? Who we talked about when she has to take off her wig, and it seemed like there was a moment of humanness when she erases the video of Maeve. So
No, that's CYA. I totally disagree.
okay,
I totally disagree.
you don't think it's a human moment?
No,
You cover your ass moment?
it's more like if Maeve stays dead, we'll like go with that.
Well, then it helps Vought, right? Vought doesn't have to.
Exactly. I think that was more like we're not gonna do the right thing and say Maeve's alive. That wasn't like to give her peace. In my opinion, they that could go either way though. I could see that.
Right. Well, I think if Maeve is gone, then the problem is gone, right? Isn't that's also part of the thing? Like if they don't acknowledge,
Yeah, and like Maeve, like it's like an unwritten like Maeve, stay quiet. Like just don't be seen.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see your argument, but I still think that was like a human moment for her. I'll stick to my guns on that one, but we can agree to disagree.
Well, you're the optimist. I'm the cynic.
That's true. Hey, Poke and Joe. Poke and Joe did a villain cover challenge. Challenged me to do a villain cover video. So that is in the works. And that'll be coming in the future. So tune in.
What, you're gonna draw?
No, I'm not drawing covers. I mean, I've drawn before. You've seen them, but no.
No, I haven't. Actually, no, I haven't. Everyone, we need to see Will's drawings.
But no, he challenged me just to pick like my top 10 villain covers from my collection. So I think I have 6 right now. I've been going deep didn't want to cheat.
Bro, you better have Detective 880 in there.
Oh, now it's gonna make the cut. I
You
was
didn't have
very.
that in there, bro?
As like I said, I only picked 6. I haven't gotten to my slabs yet. The only problem I have with the 880 is the you saw the issue too. You almost lost the issue, but you saw how crispy mint it was, and then it
I
got
didn't lose first of all.
you lost it.
I still don't even want to bring that up, bro. Like legit, like.
But anyway,
I would have to pay you like honestly like $1,000.
Oh, just because of what was in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh, I have the bag right here.
I need a new bag for Comic-Con with like back support.
This one's okay. I wouldn't say it has the best back support, but it's got the strap. It's got the mid shoulder strap, so it's not bad. That is a story for another day. But anyway, yeah, I have to pick 10 covers. And reason why 880 sometimes eludes me is because of the grade I got. That was a minty, fresh cover. Edges
What'd
were
you get?
crisp.
I got a 9.6.
I think they gave me a 9 or a 9.2.
Yes, I beat you finally.
So, and it was autographed, and Capullo and Snyder, and I was just very sad at the grade I got. Anyway, maybe I'll just send it back to get pressed and regraded.
Dude, this is first of all, this ain't personal.
Yeah.
You want to beat this? Like I guarantee you, he's gonna have. That's what I got.
Oh, got too excited there.
I did.
I'm
trying to think what I have now too. To like, if I wanted to. I like that Jim Lee Justice League one. I feel like what's a sick villain cover? The white the Curse of the Night with Azrael with the gun. That's like a sick cover.
That's pretty dope. That is a pretty dope cover. Yeah, I don't know. I got 10 covers I got to get through. I'm trying to get some obscure stuff that I don't think anybody would have, and then obviously I'm going to pull out some stuff that maybe somebody else has already done.
I think at Comic-Con, if I could get it for like 200 to 250, if Jerome Pena has the X-Force stuff, I think I would buy like a print, like what's the original.
Southpaw Brad in here. Yo, what's up, Southpaw Brad? Southpaw Brad has box upon box upon box upon box of packages to open. It's comics all day, every day packages, just open all the time. Back to Jerome Pena, excellent artist, and his X-Force stuff, amazing.
Those metal wings were sick.
Yeah, that saga that they did. That was
the Dark Angel saga but that got me into comics. That is my all-time favorite series.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'm trying to see and we covered that on Cocktails and Comics, by the way.
We did when we did our like shutdown book club to like hang out with each other.
Exactly.
Where's Justin?
We're gonna bring it back.
I'm publicly calling out Justin.
By the way, this will go into the Cocktails and Comics folder when we're done. This will go into the playlist. But yes, Justin, we need Justin back. It's been
like 2 years.
We do. We need him back. Oh, and let's see. Just catching up to the.
I'm negative, everyone. You can't get COVID from me.
Yes. Let's have some drinks.
Do I want to make myself another one?
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Pocan Joe is excellent.
You have 2, Will?
Smithing. I've had 2.
All right, I'm going to make one quickly. Bear with me.
He is a creator of all things I mean, Poke and Joe even made a lightsaber. So if you can make your own lightsaber, you are definitely a very talented individual. All right. So I'm going to try to share some of that artwork that you were talking about with Jerome Pena.
Well, that's like sentimental to me. Like, because I've literally, like, I've read that run 40 times, like 25 times.
Oh, yeah. But it is so good. So good. And for you guys who came in here a little late, we're just talking about The Boys. We both watched the finale.
Speaking of X-Force, isn't Deadpool like in X-Force again? I might have to jump back on X-Force.
As long as Deadpool's in
Yeah,
there.
he rejoined, I think, in issue 30. He's coming back in. Yeah, but like if you look at the wings, like that's crazy.
The one character that that always threw me off is what is it, Phantom X? Like
that's Ised Rebek. That's not Opena.
This guy here, right? On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's Opena.
This is Opena here. Yeah.
He did volume 1 and volume 4. That's not Opena.
No, that's not his. You can tell his.
Go like right there. Up.
This one? No.
Right.
That one.
Right. Nope. Right.
This one.
That's Opena.
That's Opena right there. Yeah. He does some good stuff.
I think I would spring for like that would be like if I had to like blow my like wad on anything buying something, like I would get something I could put in my office. Like an original sketch of it.
Yeah. I mean, you can get it.
That's Opena. Like look at the details crazy.
Yeah. That is a crazy book. Like if you really look at what's happening in this picture too. Like that is I'm not gonna share that. What if I click it? Where does that bring me? Yeah, I don't need that. All right. But anyway, yeah, this is actually a pretty big pick. Just looking at the
good one right there if you look. Where he's flying up.
So this one?
Yeah. Like look at the detail on his wings.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love me some Jerome Pena.
I could give me more Archangel. Like does he have metal wings again?
Last I saw, they were doing X Corp, right? And I think Warren was back to being just the regular Angel. I could be wrong. I don't read X Corp, so I'm not sure. But last I saw, it looked like he was just the regular Angel. So,
but yeah, I dropped like Wolverine. Like I thought Wolverine was kind of whack.
Yeah, it was okay, and then the regular X-Men title's okay.
I heard the what was it, Hellions and Marauders were the ones I need to read.
The Hellions and Marauders were good. Volume 1 of Marauders is or the earlier stuff, the stuff written by Jerry Dugan is real good. The stuff now, I don't like it too much.
Well, when the run ended.
Yeah. Well, it ended and they started with a new run. And I would say Hellions also ended. That was pretty good. And everything else to me kind of started with a bang and just kind of ended with a meh. Excalibur was hot doo-doo water to me when it first came out. Like
X-Force was dumb. I didn't like X-Force.
I thought it was okay for like the first 2 issues, and then.
Well, I think I went to like 12. I bought a bunch.
Cable never did anything for me when that came out. Yeah, none of the. I think all the X-Men series have some cool things or some redeeming qualities in them, but
it's floundering. If they brought Deadpool to X-Force, like there's a reason.
Yeah.
Deadpool hasn't been doing a lot lately, right? They've kind of like.
No, they're letting him have his time off.
Like Punisher now with the hand, like that's. I thought that could have been so much cooler than what it is so far.
Yeah, and that also created like a very momentary like heat, but also like people just saying they hated the new symbol and this and that and the other, and why they have to change it, thinking it was changed because of complaints about the Punisher, when it wasn't. It's that the Punisher was leading the hand and he just needed a new symbol.
No, well, they changed it for a reason. That's not true.
No, it's because
Marvel changed it for a reason. Well,
no, because he still has the old symbol. Anytime they go back to like the Punisher before he was leader of the hand, they bring the old symbol. He's in his old symbol. It's not like they changed it.
Which I guess. I mean,
they didn't retcon his symbol. It still exists when he's not the leader of the hand.
Like you can tell what's going to happen there, where Maria is going to be like, "This is no life for me." Like blah blah. Blah. Like that's how that's going to
end. Right.
I'll put money, like in Beyond the White Knight, that the daughter is the good one, and the son, that's the clean cut son, is the Joker's son.
The Joker's son.
Like I'll put money on that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet against that just because of the obvious reasons. But like, she's rebellious, but not like rebellious. Like I want to hurt.
She's not
people.
evil.
No,
she's just like lost. Like her dad's dead, and she's like just like a lost kid.
The weird thing too is like everybody knows who she is. She's like
what's gonna happen is like it's gonna be either Terry becomes Batman or the girl becomes, and he's gonna become like Alfred. Like that's gonna again we've talked about Beyond the White Knight, that whole universe. It's like just I know what's gonna happen, just execute it, and he has.
Right. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about like the Sean Murphy stuff is that it's cool. It's a nice alternate universe. But it's not too dense. You don't really get lost in it. Like, what's happening. Like, it's never going to get outside of your scope, which is a good thing. And his artwork is pretty dope. So
yeah, I like his artwork a lot. Yeah. That's another thing. Like, they made McGinnis half Asian. I thought his mom was like Asian. Like he said, a lot of people thought he was already half Asian because his mom. Like, oh my God. And it's not even like a part of the story.
Just throwing it out there for sake of just throwing it out there. Yeah.
No, like if they made him Asian and it was like the whole point of this to show he's Asian, that's stupid. Like Superboy, is he Superman now or is he Superboy?
Superman.
Superman's boyfriend has purple hair. What was the purpose of that besides saying Superman's gay? What was the purpose? DC Zdarsky, right? Yeah. Zdarsky does the Knight, right? The Batman, like the fact, like they made like if Bruce Wayne hooks up with Ghostmaker.
Well, Zdarsky now just does regular Batman too.
Well, but he's also on the Knight until that finishes.
Yeah,
like they executed that so good, where like they show how like lonely he is, and how Ghost is the only one that could like relate to him, and Tini kind of hints that there's something like there's, like it was like well done. Where if they do hook up, I'm not like. There's a reason for it.
Right.
But oh my God, they're great. Like they fight like an old married couple. I love it.
Yes. Chop. I knew you were in the background, Chop. I just know you like to
get into GTA 5. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, I didn't play too much of it. There's a lot happening in that game.
It's just dated. The gameplay is very dated, in my opinion.
Hot take.
I bought Sekiro. Well, first of all, I bought like one of those stupid Dark Souls games, Neo. I returned that in 2 weeks. So I bought Sekiro because I thought it was like Fallen Order. Those games are so hard. They make it so hard.
Yeah.
Like I've literally practiced today for a half hour. I literally was like training in the training function.
All right. Let's catch up on the
video games are supposed to be easy.
Well, with with the exception of games like Dark Soul and Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden, you
it's
can,
the same producer, Sekiro. I bought the
yeah,
game before Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Usually, you can turn down you can make a game easier, except
you
for
can't.
those
No, you
games.
can't. That's not true.
Those guys aren't playing around. No, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like most
Like
games will come with an option.
like Fallen Order was a great game. The Star Wars story was great. My only complaint was because I didn't get any of the health things. I couldn't beat the game. But like, I want to slaughter stormtroopers, bro. Like, did you play Force Unleashed?
Nah,
Oh, dude, that game was a banger.
is
Me and Abe played that. Oh my god, dude.
I heard yeah, I heard all those Force games were pretty good, like worth investing some time in.
No, those were like you beat that in like a day. Those were great.
Let's see what else we got here.
I'm hoping for. I think they said in Obi-Wan they hinted at Star Killer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it. Disney Plus. Give me a Star Killer show. Give it to me.
I mean, they might as well. They've got every other spin-off coming. So,
Dude, Star Killer would be bananas. Like, I don't understand how, like, in Fallen Order, I couldn't fight a shock trooper, but in Force Unleashed, I could literally use the Force to, like, take a TIE fighter down from the sky.
different studios. But yeah, let's see. What did old Barry said? The Boys. Talking about The Boys. We were
Honestly,
talking
we
about
should steal that title. We should steal that title
The Boys.
for this like segment. Yeah.
We're talking with The Boys.
Eric wouldn't like The Boys. Like he wouldn't.
So for those of you who haven't seen Cocktails and Comics, when we used to have all four people on it, Eric and Nick are.
I would. You know what? I think Eric's a great guy. We're cool. Like Eric is my friend. I'm not talking shit on Eric. But me and Eric represent like very different spectrums on, I think, comic book fandom.
Your adversaries. You're adversarial.
No, but I mean, like, I like pointless violence. I want, like, Eric, I feel is more likes the build up and the themes more. Like, I feel like Eric loves Once and Future more than me because he likes all that Chaucer crap.
Right.
Like, I don't understand what is going on in Once and Future. Like, I've read every issue. I like the series, but I don't know who Gawain is and Elaine is. Like, I am like, what is going on? And they just had a fast travel they unlocked. Spoiler alert in issue 26. In Robin Hood with the Merry Man. Like, I'm like, what? What is going on? And they're trying to get to Christmas now because is Jesus going to come? I don't know.
I'm a little bit behind, so I don't
Sorry.
think I'm as far as you. No, it's fine. I like the series. The grandma is dope in the series.
I love the color in it. It's the best colorists. Like,
coloring is good. The writing is good. The artwork is good. I can't complain. It's got one of the best writers in the game, right? In Kieran Gillen. And the artist is really good, Dan Mora. It's a really awesome series. And for those of you who
to get rich. I'm so sorry. I just read that.
If you're not glitching, you ain't trying. I don't know. Yeah, for those of you who don't know the series Once and Future, we'll just share the screen real quick. Boom. Let's just do some images. Why not? But it is a real good series. Like, these are just some of the covers. I've always liked the covers on the book.
The colorist is amazing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? That's who I don't know who does the is the coloring. Let's see. Is there any way to, besides going to pull out a copy? I want to see if I can. I doubt we're gonna be able to find it.
Or just Google once in future colorist.
There you go. Apparently, they got Wikipedia. Colored by Tamara. Yeah, Von Villain. She or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a she because I've seen them listed for cons. I think they were at New York Comic Con last year. So,
you know what I need to buy, dude? I want to get The Last House on the Lake.
Last House on the Lake is pretty good. That's a good series. I'm only like 5 issues into that, and I think they're on issue 9 or 10 already.
Yeah, I just bought one and then I stopped buying them.
That one is a good one. That's James Tynan the Fourth on that one.
It's him and Kate right now. I feel like I need to get the whole. Is Banner of War good, by the way? Speaking of Kate's,
a lot of people don't like it because they didn't like the Hulk leading up to Banner of War, but I've enjoyed Banner of War. It's a good Hulk versus Thor. You know, punch him up with some cool little intricacies thrown in there. It's not just a fighter, if you will. There's some other psychological games going on in that one. Speaking of the boys in video games, I heard that Metal Gear Solid creator was working on a boys type video game, and the boys showrunner tweeted him up. All right, the boys. I mean, that could be really cool.
You know what? The only thing I'm going to say is, like Metal Gear Solid, it got too confusing. I don't know who are the Patriots. I still don't know. Then I bought 5 because I heard it was good, and it's Big Boss. But I thought he died like 87 times. No, too much.
It is Metal Gear Solid can get very, very deep, and that game's been out since like Nintendo.
1, 2 were not. 1 and 2 were like okay, the Patriots. 3 they did the flashback with Big Boss. I'm good there. Then I don't know what happened.
Was 3 Snake Eater?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where you're Big Boss though, and you just
and then 2 was Sons of Liberty, or was it 4? Yeah, and then 4 was just 4.
No, it was Guns of the Patriots.
Guns of the Patriots, and then 5 was just 5. Yeah, I guess somewhere around 4 is when it got really.
I couldn't. I was like, I've still tried to like watch the YouTube of it, and I get too confused of the cutscenes. I just want to know who the Patriots are.
Yeah, like the YouTube video is like 30 minutes long on who the Patriots are. I would also drink ice cream to video game adaptation of the boys. What else we got? Love Once in Future. Yeah,
it's a good one. It's a good one. That and Something is Killing the Children.
Ha! Wait, Jesus coming? What the just happened?
Let's Google the boys video game.
What else we got? Once in Future looks good. It is good. I enjoy it a lot.
I feel like if you read all like Beowulf and all these epic poems, you'd know what's going on more than I do.
According to Game Rant, the boys can make a good M-rated superhero game. The boys could be teasing a video game adaptation. I don't see anything though. All right. I think. Let me see if I can share that, and see if it's worth sharing. As we get here, I found something about Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima was working on a game similar to this. That's what it says. That he was once working on a video game that had a very similar concept to Amazon's The Boys. Wouldn't be hard to throw some skins on it, get a license, and call it The Boys. Let's see. Watched a few episodes. At the same time, I was about to start the project. Put it on hold because the concept was similar, different settings and tricks. All right. Well, you never know. He may still be working on something very similar. And like I said,
I mean, if it's similar to The Boys, it'll be satirical.
well, The Boys is already satirical. A satire of a satire? That's really meta.
Well, no, I just mean like I feel like again like this is you're in season 3 now. You got 1 or 2 seasons before you get stupid as a show, right? Like Walking Dead, how many times can it be another huge society you just missed right down the road, right? So like if you're gonna cash out, like do it, but do it right. And like Hideo Kojima, like, and again, right, you got to do it. If he's a stealth game guy, right, like you got to sneak around superheroes and shit. Like it works.
Here you go. Did you read the screen?
I don't. Dude, Deck 10 years. I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah, that's part of the thing I think about being playing Metal Gear Solid is just being confused. Needs to make a revised version of Marvel Universe fighting game. Oh, that was pretty good.
That Marvel vs. Street Fighter was good. I almost bought Marvel vs. You could buy like Marvel vs. Capcom for like $500. I'm thinking about putting it in my office because I have space where Frazier used to be. It's like I could do that or a mini fridge.
This is the age we're entering. You can't even make anything original. Everything's already been done. Simpsons did it. Freaking Simpsons.
Well, again, to the point, I will say, like, for anything original, they took the source material from The Boys, and I think they adapted it really good to make it like the shock and awe to your point of what's relevant today. So I disagree with that.
As we all, well, yeah. So as we were, saying earlier, and you just hit it. The original The Boys is not something that
Vought was evil, but not to this extent, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't have been relevant till today. So what they did was they exasperated what Vought did, or what Vought is and what it does, and they made it, something more for today's consumer / viewer / ingester of The Boys, which is great because it makes it a great TV show. If they would have tried to hit what they did before, it would have seemed like we were still in that age where things were trying to be shocking, but not quite as shocking,
Well, that's the point of a satire. You need to satirize what's like relevant to the time.
Right. What's up, Arcade Pop? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo. Thanks for stopping in. So, but yeah, no, I think it's a good wrap up point. But just to wrap everything up, I think I can speak for both of us, and Nick can correct me. We both really enjoyed the show. We thought season 3 was good. We just thought it ended with a little bit of a thud instead of a bang. We expected scorched earth, and we got watering the lawn. So
that's a good metaphor.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. It is very fun show. I think it makes fun of itself in some ways, or it's very tongue in cheek. It's not afraid to pull punches. If you watch it from the outside without context, you may think it's it's just spectacle, but it does have some intelligence to it and some humor too. So I think overall, I love the part where they break the shield, and they're pretty much like, "Fuck your shield." Soldier Boy's shield, when it goes down, they finally crack it. That was pretty cool. Anyway, if we were doing a scale of 5 shields, I'd give it 4.5 shields.
I'd give this the season 4 shields. I'd give the finale 3.
I would definitely give the finale at 3 shields. I thank you very much, Arcade, for coming by, because as you always say, when you show love, you get love.
Capcom. That's PlayStation 1, dude. That's before Dreamcast, bro. I remember that one.
Yeah. So,
Or was it X-Men versus Street Fighter?
did they have that? No, they didn't. Did they have X-Men for
They
Street
had
Fighter?
one where it was they had Marvel versus Capcom, and they had one that was just Street Fighter versus a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I remember because Joe had it. I just forget what it was. I don't know if it was Capcom versus Street Fighter or X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Mm.
It was like the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're all basically the same game, just different skins, different, and some skill sets. Are
Oh, dude, I bought Street Fighter 5 for $5. It was
nice.
on sale, bro, and I was good at it. I was like, I remember all this stuff.
Do you remember when Street Fighter 2 had like 6 different versions? It was like Turbo, Gold,
Turbo's the big one.
Ultimate.
Turbo's the big one.
Yeah.
I was more of a Street Fighter 3 guy. Like Third Strike is my favorite Street Fighter. That was like the one we played.
I was a big side scroller. Not I like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 was the one I played. But I did like other games. I was more like, do you remember the Simpsons game was out around the same time? You could
Yeah,
play as like Homer, Marge,
did you
Lisa,
get the
Bart.
Ninja Turtle game for like $20? It's like a side scroller like that.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle arcade game, that was also my jam.
No, I'm saying they re-released it for PS5.
Got to check it out.
Shredder's Revenge, and it's like that side scroller type stuff.
Yeah, they did too many for Street Fighter 2. They were just like, we're just gonna keep.
What's the one where like you couldn't use Akuma? There was one game where you could not play with Akuma.
Alpha Combo Dual Turbo Deluxe 2.
I remember that, bro. Where like it was banned in arcade. Like when you played tournaments, you couldn't be Akuma.
Akuma, yeah. I forget which one that was, but yeah, that was when you start banning characters, they're just too OP. Ninja Turtle Arcade was awesome, yeah, and the NES game was okay, but it wasn't as good as the Streets of Rage. Oh, I remember Streets of Rage. That was.
Have you ever been to Barcade?
Yeah, in the city.
Barcade is the bomb.
It's fun because you can get drinks and play video games.
Well, they're smart because the games are free. Like I remember in Hoboken, I used to Uber and like play at Barcade. I get like one beer and like just play for free.
We're waiting on the TMNT package to come out.
Arcade Pop, it came out for like $20 on PS4. It's like the same exact game.
Yeah, Arcade likes to buy the cabinets. So
you know what? They don't have like a new one. Like I'd have to buy an old one. I looked; it was like $1,000, and I won't pay that. If I could get like NFL Blitz on arcade mode, the original Blitz, bro.
Yeah,
that was my shiz.
That's pretty good. Maybe what is it? Is it 1UP or something like that? They make the arcade games.
I know they sell them at Wayfair.
Maybe they'll
like for like $500, you can get like a brand new like Marvel vs. Cat, the original Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's pretty dope.
Was that the one? Could you transform like Ryu into Ken and Akuma if you wanted? Nah, dude, this is it, man. It's bedtime after this.
No, there was one where you could you didn't transform, like you had a team and you could swap out.
Ryu had an ability where if you did it, you could make Ryu like turn around and he could go black or red, and he would have all Ken or Akuma moves.
I vaguely remember that. That was.
I think it was Capcom 1 because in Capcom 2 you had Akuma in it. But I remember in Capcom 1, right? If you were Spider-Man and Wolverine, you were the straight up. That was like the cheapest combo because they was so fast.
Ooh, 10,000 games. Nice.
That's awesome, bro.
Probably got the classic.
Wait, Arcade Pop, answer this question. Do you have Primal Rage on that? That game was bananas. It was like Mortal Kombat with dinosaurs.
Yeah, I remember that one now.
Me and my dad used to play that in Seaside all the time. Arcade Pop, answer the question. Let's go. Chop, chop.
One of my favorite arcade games, I just thought about it, was Michael Jackson Moonwalker. I don't know if you ever played that. He could, it was like another side-scrolling game. And he was the hero, but like there were these stars that came across the board and he turned into like a giant robotic Michael Jackson. It was crazy. I'm doing a series on games of the day.
Do you
Nice.
have Primal Rage?
He does. Yes, I have it. I love that game.
Yo, Vertigo was my boy, the snake bitch, the snake girl.
Oh yes, the Moonwalker. I love that game. That was my jam.
I like that. That's another good topic if you ever want to do like gaming. Like,
Mm-hmm. I'm playing Broforce right now. Again, I'm
dude,
playing
I
it on
beat
hard.
that game so many. I think I tried to play it on hard, and I got to like one of the bosses, and I couldn't beat it.
Yeah, I'm on hard now. I got the alien pheromone. I beat that board with
Oh, that gives me anxiety, bro. I hate those face huggers. Like,
when they jump on your
I don't
face.
like them. I don't like even in the video game. Like, I don't like them in the movies. I hate those things, dude.
Yeah, no, they suck. Yeah, there's been a couple of levels that it took me like a solid hour to beat just because of the difficulty level. It's crazy when you put it on normal or easy. The boards you pass like this, and then you put it up to hard. It's like for those of you who don't know, Broforce came out like what 5 years ago, 6 years
Dude,
ago,
we could
maybe
do that. Could we
10 years
play
ago.
that and watch, like, stream that, like, play it, bro?
Oh, we can stream
That
it and play it.
that is so awesome. That those games. You'd have to do it on Twitch, I think.
Yeah, you can do it on the Facebook too. I mean, not Facebook, on YouTube. You can do it on Facebook too as well. But I have
Dude,
everything.
oh man, it
Okay,
was such a good game.
Freddy Cougar.
Do you play Broforce Arcade Pop?
Broforce is epic. It basically took every action film star and turned them into a 2D, like Mario type scroller, but with like a lot of satire, a lot of cynicism, and a lot of guns.
No, and the abilities are on point. The abilities are amazing.
Yeah.
Arcade Pop, can you send like recommendations for other games like Broforce that are easy to play? Dude, I can't do like Breath of the Wild. Like, I don't have time, man.
Time is a big issue, but I have a lot of.
Man, even now, dude, I gotta do tax returns, bro.
For all your tax purposes, Nick over there does taxes. Hit
Yeah.
him up. I can be your hype man, Nick, best tax man out there.
I don't think it's that good as my eyes are like almost shut, but I do taxes sober.
I would hope so. We can live stream you doing taxes.
No, we will not do that.
You can explain Schedule 40s and no, I don't know what I'm talking about. But would you recommend somebody becoming a accountant?
No.
All right.
Not if you want to be happy.
Yeah. The power to do taxes bestowed by Compound V.
Oh my god, I would totally try Compound V. If I die, I die. I would totally try Compound V.
I think doing taxes is a power, by the way. Like that's not something you just do. Like you need
This
special.
is gonna be like I just did my 8th busy season of taxes.
I recommend Star Fox 64.
Oh dude, I beat that so many times. I bought it on Switch and I can't get used to the buttons because it still is like the weird N64. Dude, I did the hard path, I did the Landmaster, all that.
Ha!
Hell yeah, I tried to go all range mode all the time. I used to school Star Wolf.
Power
The fact
Rangers.
that they haven't made another Star Wars is a travesty. I like that better than GoldenEye.
Oh, Star Fox. You said Star
Oh,
Fox.
that was great. Star Fox 64?
Yeah. There's also a Power Ranger side scroller for SNES.
Dude, you know that guy is still doing like Power Rangers? By the way, you know the dude that was at Comic-Con, Jason, went to jail for like fraud?
Oh, but like that was before he started coming to cons, right?
No, I mean, no, and we saw him and then he's in jail now.
Oh, he went to jail now?
Yeah, Jason went to jail.
Oof. Oops.
By the way, that was great how that show was so racist. They knew it too because then they switched, right? Because then they got the Asian guy.
Oh, right. Because, yeah,
They got Adam. I forget.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was very
They made them because they made the Asian guy the Black Ranger, and the yellow the black lady, the black girl. That was the only
Yeah,
switch they did.
they
The
swapped
only,
it.
they were like, yeah, we got to change that.
Oof. That was better than Ivan Ooze. Wow, did not know that. That was better. I wonder if the Morpher works in jail. Or the Zords. I mean, they work. Yeah, I mean, no. Once you're in jail, you're in jail.
I think once they did like Power Rangers Zeo, I was like, this got stupid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just kept going and going and going. And the big thing for me was like just a new cast, and every time, and it was like, you know what,
Except Billy was like 50. When they made the little kids and Billy's like the adult.
yeah.
Remember that? That scene with the water or something. I remember that.
Let's see. Rita got a hold of him. They won't work for jail for bail. Oh man, Power Rangers. That was the jam back in the day.
I remember they had Superhuman Samurai Squad, the Servo one. That was the VR troopers. They had a bunch of them.
My thing that I really liked about it was I had seen the original Voltron stuff, and that really related. The Power Rangers were like live action Voltron for me. Better Call Saul. We spoke
I'm
about
waiting on
Saul.
that. I know. I need to like. I'm gonna wait for that to finish and just be on Netflix and just watch that.
That's such a good show too. Better Call Saul.
They said it was like a shock that it was like it's as good as Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Well, it's got a lot of the same. Well, it's based off. Yeah, usually spin-offs aren't as good, honestly. But Saul was a really good character on Breaking Bad, so I think that's a part of the equation is that and he's a really good actor. So I think that's a big reason why that works.
I saw Nobody. That was pretty good.
Nobody, yeah.
I finally got to watch that.
That one's not a bad movie. That's a good one. It came out during the pandemic though, so it pretty much was like straight to was it HBO Max or was it Hulu? I forget. No, I think it was HBO Max it went to.
HBO Max and something.
Yeah. So it's good.
Dude, Harley Quinn's coming back. I'm so excited for this. I can't. I can. Oh my god.
Harley Quinn is a really fun show. JB Smooth is the plant. Ivy's
George Costanza is so good in that.
Did you hear about the I think you told me about it, the spinoff with Kite Man?
No.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
They're thinking about making a spinoff with Kite Man.
You know what? I was so happy for him when he dumped Ivy. I was so like because he was great. He was great. Hell yeah.
And it was like good for him.
I think I texted you. I was like, good for Kite.
We need a new Def Jam game. That was good, actually.
Is that the wrestling game where like you could be like DMX and like wrestle? I was so stupid that in a great way.
The music, yeah, it was, and the music was good too. You ever play Def Jam Rap Stars?
No.
That's good. It has a mic, and you just rap, and like you have to, rap on time. Man, Lil Wayne, a Millie. That one is hard. That's a good game too.
I don't know. I feel like with Gotham, are you like pumped for Gotham Knights? I feel like Arkham Knight looks better graphically from the trailers they've done.
I'm usually pretty hyped just for any Batman game, just because they for the most part they've all been pretty good, and I think they're going to keep the same model. Hopefully they make improvements instead of just making it Grand Theft Auto Batman, but we'll see.
I don't know. I was hyped, but I'm not anymore for Gotham Knights.
If it's more than just skins with the other characters and different weapons, if they actually follow through with a good storyline, I think it could be an exciting game. The problem I think is that you're not really going to play a lot as Batman, and so
Batman's alive.
Yeah. Well, you can't kill the Batman. There's so many. This Batman has too many protocols to die.
I don't know. We saw, dude, those games are so hard. Old Beardy, I just bought Sekiro because it was like $20. I have died in the first mission 10 times. I played Neo and died like 50 times and returned it. No, I do not want Batman to be like Dark Souls.
It'll be open world though. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty open.
I don't know. It just looks like. I just hope they don't ruin the combat and make it like Dark Souls.
Yeah, as long as they don't make it like Dark Souls, I should be fine.
Like they did it with God of War. They made it like Dark Souls.
Ha. I don't know about a new Batman game. They do the same thing over and over.
I'll give you that with Arkham Knight, but Arkham Knight's gameplay was bananas.
The fights is where it's at. I used to hate having to do all the trainings, the VR trainings. Not the fighting ones, but the ones where you had to like glide and go through rings.
Yeah, but you get to fly in the game if you do that.
Yeah.
I did that. That took me a long time. There was one where you had to go like in the building. That like took me like 5 hours, I remember.
It's just so frustrating. So frustrating. Play Demon Souls.
No. No, dude, I'm telling you, man. I legit Sekiro is like a Dark Souls game. I legit practiced for like a half hour today because you can't roll. Like, you know what it is, bro? You can't hit the button. You just can't button mash or you die so many times. You use all your money, all your abilities, and you have to go through the same people. I legit, bro, I couldn't beat the first board in Neo.
You just have to be very like you said, you can't button smash. You have to be very, very meticulous at what point you press the button during the game. Like every action you have, or every movement you make, or every button press you make has a purpose. And if you press the wrong button, you're dead.
Yeah.
Right. That every other game developer watching Elden Ring, Dark Souls.
Yes, I agree with that, Old Beard. I think they're making too many games like that.
Yes, the fights is where it's at. Not that other crap you gotta do.
But I agree with Beardy. Like I think they're making too many games like that.
Ha! It's gonna be fun rolling around. Yeah, see, smack into a wall. Make sure to record it.
Like they're making another Witcher game, I heard.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna have Gerald or be centered around Gerald.
It's gonna be a woman. It's gonna be Ciri. Watch.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. That's that would be the logical progression, right? Because at this point,
well, did Gerald's story end in the video game? Did it like?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much retired by the end of the video game. Like, he's gonna go with his lady, and he's got his own vineyard or whatever, and he's gonna chill and count his days.
He gets with Yennefer.
It's open world, so you get to kind of pick depending on your actions. Like Yennefer is the easy or the main, but there are other options depending on the
show is pretty good.
So you've got options in the game.
But dude, From Software, like they're I mean, they make money. They're killing it.
Oh yeah.
But they're just so frustrating, those games.
Witcher?
No, like Fallen Order.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
God of War. Oh, fuck. They just tied the game to Red Sox.
It's a big series. It's a big one.
Not really. They're like 15 games ahead in the division, but I hate the Red Sox.
Yeah, they're a rival though, right? So it's like it doesn't matter when
I want to beat them every time. Yeah, I want to beat them every time.
But yeah, you want to beat them.
But I mean, what other like cool, like, again, this is we're a comic book channel, like Spider-Man 2 looks cool. I hope Venom's like. You think Venom's gonna be bad, or he's gonna be like? I hope they let you play as Venom. I hope. Oh, that'd be so cool, dude.
Venom. Yeah, there was a. Do you remember the Maximum Carnage video game?
That was bad.
Yeah, it was hard too. It sucked. And yeah, I agree. Bearby, Witcher, the TV show and the game is good.
What?
I was saying that The Witcher, the TV show and the video game is good. They're great, actually. I like both of them.
Yeah, they're remastering. I was thinking of getting it, but I'm probably just gonna get Call of Duty in October, and that'll like keep me busy.
Yeah. All right. Can we just get a Myers
I don't know what
game
that means.
that is badass like the movie? I'm lost at the
Yeah, I think you got a typo there, bro.
Migers. Is that trying to decipher what that is?
Major
Can we just get a
Arcade Pop. You gotta like correct this.
Michael Myers? Oh, that's what I was. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know.
That'd be different if you got to run away from him and like survive.
They did a Michael Myers game, but I don't know if it was that good. There's another game. There's a game coming out soon. That it's kind of like that vibe where you're like camping at a thing and you are like one of the campers or whatever, and your mission is to survive. Like the video game is all about surviving. But I forgot the name of it. Oh, let's see if I can Google it. New video games 2022.
Yeah.
I don't see it. What's the game? Maybe it's 2023 that's coming out.
2023, they're saying is a big year because, like, again, with the parts and everything, they're not like. There's not a lot of good PS5 games out. I'm sorry.
No. No, and part of it is, I mean, there could be a million excuses why they're not.
Everything's delayed with the pandemic. There's no parts. There's no chip. People don't have PS5, so they're making everything like backward compatible at the expense of the power of the PS5.
Exactly. So yeah, most games you buy are PS4 and PS5.
But like, I gotta say, the PS4, that thing, you could have kept that for another 5 years. That was getting like Arkham Knight's graphics are amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
Well, I really got to use the restroom.
Yeah. Do you
want
to
hold on? You want to wrap? Well, I can come back. We'll wrap. I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You go do that, and I will be here as I look for that new video game, and then we'll wrap when he gets back because your boy just wants to. So, just so you know, we're down here in the dungeon, and this is like one of the first places I actually started doing videos when I first got on YouTube, and I thought this would be a cool place to do a video today. I don't know why, but why not? Myers, yes, Michael Myers. There is a video game coming out. I can't find it, but I saw it at GameStop. Like they were taking pre-orders for it, and it's very, very, very similar to like Jason and Camp Crystal and those type of things, Crystal Lake and those kind of things. It was Dead for Daylight and Friday the 13th, right? Yeah, those were some games. It's definitely a survival horror game. Dead Before Daylight.
I remember. I heard of that.
Yeah. Yes, that was. But that was not like Myers' game. It was with others. And the brand of game sucked. That's always the problem with these licensed games, too. Cat in the Hat art. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, this was one of the first places I decided to do filming back in the day. So just decided to come down here, and it's not even an anniversary or anything. Just felt like being nostalgic. So we're down here.
Not your house.
Yeah, it is pretty big. Yeah, here all the time. All right. So why don't we say we wrap it up? We're at an hour and 40 minutes. I really do thank everybody for stopping by. Um, but yeah, let's call it a day. I do thank everybody for showing up. Comic fans, thank you for joining us. We talked about the boys for about the first 45 minutes, and then we spent an hour just talking about everything else, and that was cool. Really enjoyed it. It was a good time. Again, thank you for joining us. Video games.
Back. Well, let me say goodbye.
And oh yeah, wait. You know what? I forgot. They can hear you. I just forgot.
I didn't know that. My bad.
I just forgot to put you back on the screen.
I thought I was still.
No, but no. You should be on screen. Ethan.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. I was holding that for like 20 minutes.
It's fine. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Take care, Bearby, Arcade Pop. Usually, I try to call and response back to everybody who's here. Chop. Southpaw Brad was here. Who else? Arcade, I said, right? Bearby. Pocan Joe was here. Yeah. So everybody who was here, Hoarder's Hide was here. I think that's pretty much everybody. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, do what you do. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna watch some more awesome TV. We're gonna check out some games. We're gonna have a good time. And most importantly of all, we're just gonna hang out and live life. and that's what it's about. For the future, as I mute Nick, just so you guys know, in the future, I'll be stopping in Colorado real quick, so I may be doing a video next week from Mile High in Colorado.
Do you do some gummies where it's legal?
I don't know. What do you think, Arcade Pop? Should we get
Yes.
some?
Yes.
Yeah, and Nick, go ahead and say what you need to say.
Honestly, I think we covered the boys pretty good. I think when we spoke about it on our like preview earlier on Friday, I think you agreed with everything I said.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So thanks for coming. It was fun. Have a good night, everyone. Happy Monday tomorrow.
Here's Arcade's yes, he said yes. All right. So we'll see what we get while we're out there. All right, everybody. Peace out. Boom. Shakalaka.